peoples, how's it going? I'm Tim from Game Invaders. I've been getting a fair few subscribers lately, so I thought I'd start my own blog, be able to have a bit of a chat with you. If you've got any questions or anything, put it in my comments and I definitely will reply. So the last 3 weeks I have been on holiday. I went over to Thailand, played a bunch of games there, went swimming, took my parrots actually, and that's why anyone that's been sending me comments I haven't been able to reply to straight away, but I've gradually got through them and replied to most people by now. So while I was away I managed to find the latest MotoGP arcade game, which I haven't seen here in Australia, so I managed to have a quick go on all the tracks on that. I only had one go on each track, so some of them I did alright. I think I might have won one track, but I was driving the motorbike and holding my camera, and it's really hard to play the bike games while you're holding your camera. Bit easier when I'm playing Wangan, because at least you're not rocking back and forth, and the shooters you can turn off the motion and that. So here's what the new MotoGP looks like, and it looks pretty sweet. I will actually crop it a bit and put up the full video shortly, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I was pretty impressed with this. I think this game's made by Raw Thrills. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. And their games are getting really good. So yeah, I'm really enjoying their games. And one of the best MotoGP kind of licensed MotoGP games I've played. I guess because it's not as full on as most, where if you touch the grass or the side of the road you go flying and you have no chance of winning this race. This one's a bit fairer and a lot more arcadey, which I like. So yeah, this game's pretty cool. Have a go if you see it. I also got to play Wangan Maxi Tune 5. I've already put up the first 20 tracks of that, but I went to play it and there's another new 20 story modes, so I managed to get through all of those, and I'll gradually be chucking them up every couple of days. I'll chuck up a new one of those. So this is one of the new tracks on Wangan Maxi Tune 5. So yeah, one of the new tracks, story mode 21 to 40. And now if you go and play it, it'll update all your information, and it'll actually take some of your information away, which is a little bit annoying, but at least you get a whole bunch of new tracks to play. So yeah, it still looks the same, but the tracks are actually more fun. There's a few more jumps and a few more different things that you have to negotiate, and overall I just think it's more fun than the first 20 stories. So stay tuned, I'll have a whole bunch more of those coming out real soon. We also played some more Orica Battle. I've got a few videos of that. That's a trading card fighting game where you fight a bunch of dudes, and then at the end of it, if you beat them, you can select a few of them and mix them together, kind of like Pokemon, and breed or create a new fighter. And then it prints out a little card at the bottom which you can keep, and it has your name on it, and it has a little barcode style thing, or QV or whatever it's called, QR, and you can stick that in next time and it will remember all your stats and your name, and you can build upon it. So if you win more fights with that character, you can then print out a better version of him and throw away your old one. But I end up keeping on one, and I've got loads of those cards. I also played Robot Heroes, which is a very similar game, except for that one it prints your card out before you play, and it doesn't really record your stats, so you just have to try and collect loads of different cards. And also some cards are robot cards, some are power cards, and some are skill cards, and you always want the robot cards because it makes it a whole bunch different, but the other cards are quite good as well. But yeah, you never seem to get enough different robots. And there was this really cool dude who I kept fighting called the Rockstar robot, and I really wanted him, but I never managed to get him. So this is what Hero of Robots look like, not Robot Heroes, and this is the Monkey King character I've got, and I'm fighting the Wrestler. So you have an attack move. If you get to go first, you get to attack first. You can either shoot or use a melee attack. Then he has to pick the same, and if he picks the same as you, he'll defend it, and then vice versa. So I actually successfully defended his move there, and it takes a bit of skill, and you have a few different skills and power moves that can help you with each of those attacks. Anyway, pretty cool game. And yeah, I also played a bunch of other ones, an old Sega Hummer driving game, and a couple more, and I'll chuck them up shortly. while I was away, I missed out on No Man's Sky, and it's been out a while now. So I think I'm just going to skip that game. It's not like I can really make a walkthrough for a game that's different for everyone because it generates its own levels and planets. Doesn't sound like it's got heaps going for it. Like it's awesome. It's got a whole galaxy in a game, and it's just the fact that it's being generated as you play and like no one sees the same thing is freaking awesome. So it's an achievement in itself, but I've been reading a lot about it, and a lot of people are quite bored because you have to do a lot of mining and getting resources and just filling up bars and just doing it over and over, and doesn't seem to be enough variety. And I guess the people that made it spent so long getting the universe right that they didn't have long enough to put all the different kind of gameplay options in there for people. I'm also really looking forward to Titanfall 2. I've seen a bit more on that now. Finally, they've made a big single player game for it, and I really dug the first one, but people didn't stick around. And once they started bringing out the map packs, it was really hard because not that many people bought the season pass, and it kind of segregated the community. And yeah, so it made it hard to get a game, and I was really into it. Hopefully there's more different things as you level up your multiplayer character, and the single player looks really good. Like they've been working on it for a couple of years now, and I think it's going to be good, and especially because it's on PS4 and PC and all the different platforms. Hopefully there's a bit of cross-play so everyone can play each other. I think in big multiplayer games like that, they've really got to do it because there's so many different games now that if you want to go into a game and be able to play people, you just want everyone from every platform to be able to get in your room and play with you, just so you don't have to wait, because it's annoying if you do. I'm also really hanging out for Rocket League 2 update. So if you've already got it, it's September, I'm not sure the exact date. There's an update coming out, and it looks freaking awesome. There's about 10 different power-ups. One of them's like a boot or a boxing glove where you can punch the ball, it's on a big spring, and just knock it out of your competitor's way just before they're about to hit it, or just use it to punch it into the goal. And it's also got like a grapple hook and a thing that like freezes the ball and a bunch of other stuff. And that game is just so much fun already, so to have a few more options like that, it's going to make it even better. And I think because it's sold so well, the people that are making it are just treating it like kind of like Team Fortress 2, where they just keep bringing out updates and updates just to keep you interested. And I'm sure not bored of that game at all yet. And if you haven't tried it, even though it looks simple and a bit stupid and you might not like soccer or driving, it's just the combination of all those things that make it such a great fun game. So try it with a mate and you will not look back. So I've got a few things in the works. So I'm trying to do a weekly show. It might end up being fortnightly because it's taken a fair while to make one, but I've got all the animations and a bunch of music and stuff sorted for it, and that'll be coming at you real soon. So look forward to Game Invaders Weekly. I've got a website and a few other things in the works, so stay tuned to this vlog that I should be bringing out very regularly, and I'll let you know all the stuff that I'm up to. Anyway, thanks to everyone that's subscribed to me. I really can't believe how many subscribers I've got now and how many views I'm getting. It is ridiculous. So I'm going to try and keep bringing out really cool videos. So yeah, thanks everyone, and I hope to hear from you in the comments. Catch us later. Bye.